Hello friends, welcome to today's yoga class. Today's practice is day 5 in the challenge and it focuses on everything related to the hips. So we're going to use a combination of dynamic transitions as well as long relaxing holds to release any tension that you may be holding in the hip area. You may find it helpful for today's class to have either a pillow or a rolled up sweatshirt to bring a little bit more ease to some of the positions. And don't forget to check out the description box below where I've linked to a bunch of goodies, including one to the Silverwind website where you can find all of the 7 days practices with printable cards of each of the poses. And if you happen to find an outfit or two that catches your eye over on their site, then don't forget to use the code linked down below to get 25% off your entire Silverwind purchase. All right, team, I think that's enough of an intro for today. So when you're ready to work into those hips, just meet me seated on heels at the back of your mat. We're going to start today's hip opening class at the back of your mat in child's pose. So you can keep your big toes together, let your knees go about as wide as your mat, and then on your exhale, reach your arms up overhead, releasing your chest and your belly in between your thighs. Go ahead and close your eyes here and take a deep breath in through the nose. And then open the mouth, exhale, release the chest and the shoulders closer to the floor. 2 more like that. Breathe in. Breathe out. Once more. Inhale. Exhale. And then keeping your eyes closed here, or closing the eyes if they weren't already, start to add a little bit of movement, shifting your weight side to side, the hips and the shoulders. Stay with your breath. And then start to make the shifts side to side a little bit bigger. Maybe pushing your weight forward, starting to round or arch the spine. Just moving here in any way that feels good. 3 more breaths. And then slowly come back into your child's pose. Look forward. On your next inhale, you're going to round your weight forward, coming into an extended tabletop. Bringing the knees a little bit closer together. Inhale here. And then as you exhale, lift your right knee, flex the foot, and carry the right foot as far forward as you can. If you can't reach it to the top of the mat, then just bring it as far forward as you can. Use your right hand to pull it all the way to the top. So both hands are inside the right foot. The right foot is at the outer edge of the right side of the mat. On your inhale, pull your weight forward, open your chest, look forward. Exhale, release the hips down a little bit more, lizard lunge. Keeping the back toes tucked if you have any knee sensitivity here. If it's too much, you can either fold the mat in half, like so, or place a rolled up blanket or towel underneath that back knee. 1 more breath. And then on your next inhale, tuck your chin to your chest, look down, keep the left hand underneath the left shoulder. And as you exhale, lift the back left knee, reach the right arm up towards the sky, coming into a wide, simple twist. Now, as you're here with each exhale, see if you can straighten more into that back left leg and get the right arm lighter towards the sky. So like the right hand is pulling up, almost like you could grow light in the left hand. 1 more breath. On your next inhale, look down to the left hand, bring the right hand back inside the right foot. And as you exhale, turn both feet towards the left side of the mat. Feet are parallel. And as you exhale, micro bend into the knees, fold your weight forward, wide-legged fold, prasarita. Now, if you're here and your back is rounded and your arms are hanging, that's totally fine, all right? Just as we did in the child's pose, shift your weight side to side. You can bring your hands onto your hips for support, maybe push front to back, bending one leg and then the other. One more breath. On your next inhale, take a deep bend in the knees. Both feet face the top of the mat. Once again, bring the hands inside the right foot. Back heel is lifted. Come up onto the fingertips. Breathe in, look forward. And as you exhale, step your left foot outside the left hand, lowering the hips down into a yogi squat, malasana. Now, your hips may be lifted here. That's totally fine. If so, just feel like a broken record, but keep moving side to side. Explore the pose. Try to relax the shoulders down and lift through the crown of your head to lengthen the spine. Option 1, keep the hands down here for more stability. Option 2, you can bring your hands in front of your heart, and as you exhale, push the elbows into the knees, opening the hips wide. 2 more breaths. And then on your next inhale, tuck your chin down to your chest, bring the hands back inside the left foot. And as you exhale, straighten the legs just slightly to send the right foot to the back of the mat. Right toes tucked, lower the back right knee down, coming into lizard lunge on the left side. Again, if you have any sensitivity on the back knee, you can fold the mat or bring some support with a pillow or a towel under that knee. 3 breaths here. Roll the shoulders down the back, look forward. And then on your next inhale, tuck your chin to your chest, press into your right hand. As you exhale, lift the back right knee, lift the left arm towards the sky, coming into a wider, simple twist on this side. Try to keep the bend in the left knee as you straighten as much as you can into the back right leg. With each inhale, grow lighter in the left hand, lift up. Each exhale, release. 1 more breath. On your next inhale, look down to your right hand, bring the left hand down inside the left foot, and then turn the feet towards the right side of the mat. Both feet are parallel, coming into Prasarita on the right side. Hands can be at the hips, on the floor, lower legs. And as we did on the other side, just explore the pose. Push side to side, front to back. Two more breaths. On your inhale, look to the top of the mat, both feet face forward. As you exhale, both hands inside the left leg. Lizard lunge, breathe in. As you exhale, step the right foot outside the right hand, once again coming down into our malasana, our yogi squat. Your variation here, holding for 3. For 2. And then on 1, tuck your chin to your chest, extend the legs and fold forward, chest to thighs. You can let the arms be heavy or grab opposite elbows. Just release the legs, bending one at a time. One more breath. On your inhale, take a deep bend in the knees, bring the hands down and step back into your high plank. Just for a breath. On your exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg. And as you exhale, bring the right knee behind your right hand, the right foot towards the left side of the mat, coming into our pigeon pose. Back left toes are going to stay tucked under, but as you exhale, you can slide the left knee back to give yourself a little bit more space in your hips. The closer your right foot is to your groin, towards your body, the more gentle the pose will be. The more you start to scoot the right foot forward, the more intense. If your right knee doesn't like this pose, you can modify on your back in reclined pigeon, crossing the right ankle on top of the left knee, pulling the knees towards your face. All right, one more option here is to bring a little bit more support to the right leg. You can take, I'm working today with a block, but ideally you would actually have something softer like a rolled up towel, placing it underneath your right hip. I say something softer because as your body starts to release in this pose, you want to have something that gives with you. A block is not that. All right. Once you find your position, you may need to shift your weight side to side, roll out the shoulders, keep the back toes tucked under. You can stay up on the hands, or you can come down onto the elbows, or use a prop for your forearms or for your head. There's so many options here. I just want you to find a variation that feels not distracting to you, that you can just focus on your breath and release the hips. So it can be uncomfortable, but it shouldn't be painful. And I just want you to try to sense into your body the difference between those two. 4 more breaths. And then slowly come back up onto your hands, pausing here at the top for 1 breath. And then press into your hands, press into your back left toes to lift the back knee, lift the right leg towards the left, downward facing dog. Take time here to bend one leg and then the other. And if it feels okay, let your eyes close and notice if there's a difference between your right and your left hip. Then gently blink the eyes open if you had them closed. On your inhale, lift your left leg. As you exhale, bring the left knee behind the left wrist, left foot towards the right side of the mat, coming into your pigeon on the right side. Maybe you slide the right knee back, keep the right toes tucked. Any modifications with the towel or the block. And on your next exhale, you can either stay up on your hands, or if you took it on the other side, come down onto your forearms, or even onto your chest, holding for 5 breaths. And then on your next inhale, very slowly come back up onto your hands if you were on the elbows or the chest. Pause here for 1 breath. And then this time on your exhale, you're going to push your way over to the left to bring the right hip, the right leg all the way around to the front. Bring the feet together, the legs together. Small bend in the knees. And as you inhale, bring the hands down by the sides, lift your chest. And as you exhale, fold the chest forward towards the thighs, reaching your face towards your toes. Now, if you find that you're here and you're leaning back, you can always modify by bringing a block or that towel underneath your hips for some support, which will allow you a little bit more space to fold forward. While you're here, again, a few options. You can either keep the small bend in the knees, or you can bend one leg slightly, straighten one leg a little bit more. Try to relax the shoulders down. And with each exhale, again, think about pulling your belly button towards the floor. You can let your head round. 4 more breaths. On your inhale, slowly, slowly lift the chest all the way back up. Take one inhale here. Open the mouth, exhale. Once more like that, breathe in. Breathe out. Thank you all so much for joining this class. I hope that your hips feel a little bit looser, a little groovier. And I will catch you all back here tomorrow for yet another class in this week-long challenge. Take care, everybody. Namaste.